Fala galera, aqui é o Lee, de volta aqui a esse pesadelo. E mais um episódio aí de Kim's Comics. Espero que vocês estejam gostando aí de acompanhar. E bora tentar sair aqui da... Que eu só tô aqui no... Onde é que eu tô? Bora lá, bora lá, bora lá. Tem umas janelinhas aqui. Acho que tá escutando o pai, né? Eu acho que eu escutei Help Son. Help me son. Mano do céu, velho. Que é muito ruim.
Do you need some help?
Pronto, finalmente.
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me?
Oh, Teresa.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Não era o pesadelo, era o pesadelo.
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents. I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado,
Any good
Teresa.
Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
Teresa ia pra casar, rapaz.
You're awake.
Good morning.
Eu quase li Deliciosos ali, mas não é
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Beleza, ainda bem que vieram me procurar, galera, muita gente boa.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that.
Por você mesmo.
There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea.
É, mano. Esse angu tem caroço. O pai dele tem uma história lá. Ele não era um simples ferreiro, né?
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done.
É, né?
Where can I
Bora
find Sir Radzig?
achar o meu
He's in
rumo.
Lower Castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here
Okay.
2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
Com
All right.
certeza.
But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Beleza, bora tentar falar de
Look
Hey, youngster, come here.
Youngster. Minha casa por enquanto aqui, né? Bora falar com o tio logo.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really
Sei não,
make
hein?
money from.
Acho que é selada, mina.
What do you say?
Look, couldn't I just pay you instead?
I'd say you're a fucking ungrateful pup. But if you think you got money to throw around, so be it. You'll pay me the costs, and for a whole fortnight of my valuable time.
Valioso tempo, sei não, hein?
I don't have that much.
Then come back when you have. Debts must be paid, or you can still wipe the slate by doing that little job for me.
Tell me about
Vamos
it.
ver aqui o que ele tem a dizer.
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
É,
No
não vamos...
honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional...
Vamos tentar seguir a linha do honrado aqui. Porque pelo visto aí, isso aí é... Tem que...
I'm not sure dealing with corpses is a
Roubar?
job for me. I don't want that kind of stain on my conscience, or my reputation. Find someone else.
Suit yourself. I gave you a chance to work off your debt.
Vamos roubar só dos
Don't think
bandidos.
you can wriggle out of it. I want my groschen back, and quick. Otherwise, I'll make your life hell. Believe me.
Farewell.
Acredito, pode... Não precisa ameaçar. Vou falar com a Teresa de novo, pra ver se tem... Torneio. Torneio convocado pelo... acontece uma vez a cada 7 dias. É testar habilidades de combates. Depois de... Beleza, beleza, blá, 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 lelê. Conversar com a
Have you
Teresa.
eaten yet?
Ainda não.
Not yet.
Well, try to eat something. A big lad like you needs his strength.
Beleza. Aqui deve estar minhas coisas, né? Vamos pegar tudo aqui e vazar. Acho que eu vou deixar o arco por aí, né? Tenho que aprender mais pro arco, né? Essa armadura tá um lixo. Vou pegar tudo. Depois eu vou vender o que não se vi. Ainda bem que eu peguei aquela espada, senão eu estaria lascado. Vou tirar o escudo. Tudo sujo. Preciso dar uma lavada na roupa aqui, né? Beleza.
Look at you, lover boy.
I'd like to know...
Vamos fazer umas perguntas.
So, how'd you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive, that's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Rattay's citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
Do you know anything about those human rapists? About... you know.
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... Well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
Ih, rapaz.
That's all.
do jeito que tá a guerra aí contra os Cummans, acho
Have you got a
difícil
moment?
não conseguir vê-los.
I'd like to ask a few questions about Skalitz. I don't remember much.
All right. What do you want to know?
How did you get me away from Skalitz?
It wasn't easy. Sir Robard and his men helped load you on a wagon and we harnessed an old nag the bandits had left behind. The soldiers escorted us all the way here. God bless them.
God's blessings.
What about the bandits?
Sir Robard and his men routed them. They killed the few, but the giant who attacked you fled, and Zibishek with him. It won't be safe in Skalitz for a while yet.
Why would Zbyszek do that? I never thought much of him, but banditry?
He was always
Esse
a
aí
nasty
vai
piece of
pagar.
work. Doesn't surprise me he joined them. If you knew what he did to me.
Tell me.
When those Cumans, they call them, when the Cumans came, Zibishek pushed me out in front of them and fled. He sacrificed me to save his own hide.
That bastard!
Ok, isso aí vai pagar. Encontrar ele vai dar certinho.
Where's the sword I had?
You had a sword? It's gone now. Those scum took everything, including your horse.
I don't give a damn about the horse. I stole it anyway. But my father forged that sword for Sir Radzik. I promised father I'd take it to him. I have to get it back.
Well, you can't. Just be thankful you're still alive.
Aí você tem um ponto. Realmente foi sorte sobreviver.
What happened to the other survivors from Skalitz?
They sought refuge in Ratay, and some of the Ratay folk are none too happy about it.
And Matthew, Fritz and Matthias? Johanka? Did they make it?
They're alive. I heard Matthias is at the stud farm in Merhoyed. Johanka is in Sasau, and Fritz and Matthew, well, you know them. They're up to no good somewhere. The only trouble they'll be in is of their own making.
E já.
What about Sir Radzik?
Sir Hanush, he's the Lord of Ratay. He gave his lower castle to Sir Radzik, a place called Perkstein. Sir Hanush lives at the upper castle. The Skalitz folk have made camp in front of it.
Olha aí, o cara tem reputação. Ganhou um pequeno castelo aí.
How did you get away from those Cumans?
You're wrong. If it hadn't been for you,
Aí, rapaz.
when they came to the mill, they slaughtered everyone. And kept me for last. After you distracted them, I fled to the mines to find my brother, but he... My brother was dead, but I owe my life and more to you.
And I owe mine to you. The scales are balanced.
Aí, ainda bem que eu consegui ajudar ela.
I won't trouble you anymore. Let's leave it be.
Ah não, falta um negócio, falta uma coisa. Vamos
What are you
ver.
up to? How would you like to, I don't know, come for a walk?
A walk? I'd like that very much. But I can't right now, Hal. Give me some time to settle in, will you?
If that's what you want.
It's not you, Hal. It's just this isn't a good time.
Tranquilo, eu entendo. Foi muita ousadia da minha parte. Beleza, eu preciso pagar. O bicho não vai parar de me encher o saco enquanto eu não pagar. É justo, né? Mas... Ah, eu tenho quase dinheiro aqui de pagar ele, mas... Calma aí. Vamos pra cidade primeiro. É, pelo menos saiu as manchas de sangue. Acho que não é uma coisa boa. Chega na cidade todo sujo de sangue, né? Esse aqui é o banho. Eu dei uma jogadinha nesse jogo já antes, mas eu não zerei. Então, dessa vez eu vou jogar pra zerar. Espero que vocês gostem de acompanhar aí a história minha e do Henry, né? Porque é eu que tô controlando ele, então são minhas escolhas de certa forma. A viagem rápida aqui é boa e ruim ao mesmo tempo, porque você pode ser emboscado.
Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It's my job to stop you. Now, bugger off.
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Não me enche, rapaz. Tentar vender algumas coisas. Não, calma aí, calma aí, calma aí.
Hal! What are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
Eu não.
So do
Queria-
I. You
Queria
tricked
ver
them
não.
nicely. See you later.
Beleza. Sabia que conhecia ele de algum lugar, mas
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
comerciante. Bora aqui.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good luck then.
Tentar vender aqui, vamos ver, carne seca. Vou vender essa cenoura. Cogumelo também. 2 carnes secas. Tá bom, né? O resto eu vou deixar aqui pra se precisar. Dá aquela pechinchada, né?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy 'em before someone else does.
Tentar 5 aqui, né?
This is a waste of time.
Ih, deu ruim, é muito ruim, deu muito ruim.
May the Lord watch over.
Vamos de novo. Vou deixar esse aqui que tá 100%, acho que vai demorar pra se estragar, né? Mais uma vez.
Let's talk about the price.
Só que quando
Naturally.
eu erro assim, ela diminui o preço. Bora.
Since it's you,
You won't convince me with that.
Beleza.
All right, so.
Consegui. Vamos ver o que eu tenho aqui, se dá pra vender. Vou vender isso aqui. Um alfaiate aqui.
God be with you.
O ruim é que o alfaiate só vive passeando aqui, né? Pronto, o resto eu tenho que usar. A arma não dá pra vender. Bora pra enxixar.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Is this enough?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
What do you say to this?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Ô, louco, isso aí tá irredutível, né?
I'll go for that.
Tá bom, então. Vamos ver quanto eu consegui aqui. 62, já dá pra pagar o cara. Vou falar com a alfaiate de novo. Sobre reparos. Vamos ver quanto é que ele cobra aqui pra reparar isso. Caralho, meu irmão. 15, não vai dar não. Vou ter que ficar com a roupa destruída mesmo, por enquanto.
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more.
You there. Come here.
Pikmin.
Come here, young fella.
Carvalho bonito. Não tá carregando a textura do pano? Ah, não. Agora foi. Demorou, mas foi.
Would that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm gonna find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
E aí? Tô liberado? Ele falou como se eu não fosse conseguir, né? Mas deixa pra lá. aqui é a cozinha. Sei lá, mais lá pra cima, então.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzik, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
Well, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir.
Tá complicado aí pra todo mundo. A galera
You aren't alone, Father.
perdeu a
I believe
cidade.
Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown.
Não tem trabalho. Aí tá ruim.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
Só por prato o cara atacou?
You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Townburg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Oh, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent
foram
souls of these fine Christians.
assassinado aí.
Go to Skalitz
O padre
and
aí só
consecrate their
falando
graves.
besteira de
I assure you,
inferno,
if you're
rapaz.
killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. and one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's
O que
tatters?
importa é onde as ações que você teve, né? Não onde você
I
foi
must get your
enterrado.
sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well. Believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything? Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
Ele não gostou nada, né?
Spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget,
Eita.
Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord. I could do with a bite to eat.
Assim que liberar, eu poder treinar com... Vou treinar o máximo que eu puder, tá ligado? Porque eu gosto de jogar assim, de treinar o máximo e depois você vai fazendo as coisas. E já liberou agora. Comer uma carninha. Uma maçã, né? Pra dar aquela equilibrada. Bora aqui. Eu já tenho pontos. Deixa eu ver que eu vou distribuir. Deixa. Escoteiro. Deixa eu ver informações. Não, isso não é uma boa não, hein? Tem um ponto para distribuir. Isso é bom, hein? Vou aprender a pegar do escudo aqui. É, eu gastei já, né? Acho que só tinha um ponto para distribuir ali, gastei.
Come on up and take a look.
Milho. Pelo menos essa cidade aqui é bem protegida, né? 2 castelos. Um em cada entrada da cidade. Bom demais, Júnior. Vamos treinar.
Captain Bernard's not here. I should stop by during the day.
Durante o dia, beleza. Correr até aqui pra nada. Tenho que ganhar um cavalo logo. Mas enfim, acho que eu vou lá pagar minha dívida. Me ver livre logo dessa obrigação. Vamos falar aqui com Hans Capon. Não dá pra falar com ele. Ah, ele tá indo agora, pô. Que horas então? Ah não, tá anoitecendo, né? Ah, do jeito que ele tá andando rápido, talvez eu consiga treinar hoje. Na semana que vem eu vou conseguir treinar. É bom ficar se lavando aí. Pra não ficar sujo de barro, porque isso aumenta a sua reputação, né? Vamos ver se eu vou conseguir treinar ainda hoje, né? Não para não, rapaz. Ih, rapaz, tô ficando com sono, cansado. Bora, pô. Dá pra fazer aquele 10 mil anos depois. Bora dar uma treinadinha.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig sent.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir
Não
Radzig
vamos ser arrogantes, né? A galera tá querendo me treinar
Because
aí.
you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Very well.
Bora com o básico.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. Farewell.
Calma aí.
Let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it.
Beleza. No combate, você trancando, você pode se mover, andar ao redor usando o ar.
Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it.
Beleza. Slash, ataque forte.
Good. Nice. Very good. Well done. Nice. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times.
Beleza. Ataque fraco. Esse aqui é o ataque fraco. Achei que era o contrário, mas bora lá.
Let's go. All right. That's it. Good. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike.
Beleza, vai. Tei. Tei.
That.
Tei. 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 Tei.
What are you waiting for?
Calma, 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 calma. Tei.
Very good.
Tei. Tei. Tei.
What are you waiting for?
Calma. Bora não. Eu acho que pegou ali, hein?
That's it.
Pronto, foi.
Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow.
Ih, calma. Opa, calma aí, pô.
That's it.
Vai. Vai. Vai.
Well done. Nice.
Consegui.
Let's see what you're made of, lad.
Não me ensinaram defesa básica ali no começo aí, tava ruim também. Calma aí, rapaz. Sou café com leite. Beleza, ele deu
Good strike.
Ai, ai. Calma, rapaz. Você não sabe brincar, né? É só um treinamento. Ei, calma.
Then attack unexpectedly.
Sabia que você ia me atacar ali, pô.
Fine. That's enough. I've my work cut out, it seems. That's life. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword.
Tipo, eu tenho que tentar atacar, a espada dele tá em cima, eu ataco embaixo.
Good.
Tá embaixo, eu ataco em cima.
Well done. No, that's not it. Nice. Good. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. It's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Beleza, ele vai me ensinar aí uma parada doida.
All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside.
Beleza. Tentar.
Ah, that's it. No, not
Beleza.
like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Very
Vai.
good.
Pegando o jeito.
Good.
Antes não aparecia esse escudinho, tá ligado? Aí quando assim fica mais fácil de defender, tá ligado?
Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well.
Beleza.
Ow! Ah, that's it. Ah, that's it. Ah, that's it.
Ih,
Soon again. All right. Try and catch the rhythm. You see the sword move, you move at the same time and deflect it. Not bad. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go! Ow!
eu sou profissional aqui.
Wait a while, Henry.
Ah, não. Vou estragar meu treinamento.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Where did we finish?
Chato como sempre.
Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. Simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you.
Beleza.
All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. If the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside.
Beleza.
Throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance. Well done.
Vai, 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 vem. Nasci pra isso, pô. Ainda.
Fine.
Passou
Try it a
perto.
little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started. Ah, that's it.
Ih, veio na cara. Na cara não, pô.
Nice.
Pra não estragar o velório.
All right. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it.
Ah, entendi. Eu levanto a espada e depois ataco em outra direção.
No! No! Not like that!
Ah, tá. Entendi.
No, that's not it! Ah, that's it! Ah, that's it! Very good! Ah, that's it! Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Whenever you've got nothing better to do and you're in the mood for it, you can come and train here with me.
Pelo menos tem um talento aí.
Something more when you're up to it.
Beleza, valeu.
Yet, Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
Beleza. Acabou o dia também. E é isso aí. Vamos ficar aqui mais um dia. E se você gostou, deixe seu like, se inscreva no canal. Comenta aí que está gostando de acompanhar a história de Henry. E até o próximo. Até o próximo episódio. Até mais.